where this was not appropriate. Screaming and going the way he did was not appropriate. It was wrong. First, the man who he was mocking, this arm, I think it's this arm, or it's this arm, I don't know, cannot move. It cannot move. It is a birth defect. He never viewed himself as disabled. He just had a bigger hurdle to jump over. Guess what? Trump, the thing that stuck with him was his disability. Now, the thing is he may have said he wasn't mocking a reporter. And for all you know, he could have just, but who was he acting like? You know who flaps their arms? My son. He flaps his arms. So yeah, I took offense. That tells me my kids would not be welcomed in Trump's America. However, there is more.
He's coming!
He's coming! And his budget is just the latest example, said Senator Patty Murray, Democrat, Washington, the top Democrat on the Senate's Health, Education, Labor, and Pension Committee. By slashing, I want you guys now to let this sink in for one moment. Let it sink in. By slashing critical efforts to support education for students with disabilities, increase employment opportunities for workers with disabilities, provide affordable health care for people with disabilities, and provide accessible housing, President Trump is leaving millions of Americans with disabilities to hang out dry. Let that sink in. What this means is Trump is not putting, the word is you take care of your own. This isn't taking care of your own. This is letting one group of people, the 1%, the 2%, the very top of the money food chain, dictate how Washington spends their money. That's never been right. That should have always been, there should always be a fair playing field. Now, let me explain something here. Let me just explain something. The disability community should have always been considered a bipartisan community because disabilities seek no political party to get anywhere. We seek none. Okay, let this sink in. When our lieutenant governor here in this state advocates tirelessly, daily, for disability rights, he signed a bill as of December 29th of 2016. It was made illegal to do unlawful seclusion and restraint of a disabled student in a non-emergency situation. This was by a Republican. This bill was heavily advocated by our Republican lieutenant governor. Now, again, I'm just proving to you there are so many, the parties, there are good Republicans. He's one of the good ones. Where there was a Democrat always working behind him trying to get that bill not to pass. That bill passed. And it is against the law here in Michigan for seclusion and restraint, with the word that inclusion is the key for children with disabilities to live a normal, fulfilling life. Now, where I'm coming from is this here takes us back decades, where they are going to get lack of funding, which means lack of resources to lead that full life. That means it becomes an uphill battle for everybody. Sorry. I love scammer calls. That's a longer story. It becomes an uphill battle for parents like you and me to get our child the services they need and require to live that full, happy, healthy life. That means because of this bill, because of cuts, that all of a sudden teachers get less training. What that means is teachers, teachers are not going to get paid what they should. So you're more likely going to get a novice. Now, I'm going to speak honestly. If you're going to be in the special education classroom, you better have a gift for it. Plain and simple. If you don't have a gift for it, if you think it's just going to be easy, these kids are... Don't go into special ed. You need to have a gift for special education to be a special ed teacher. You need to have an understanding of the disorders. You need to be prepared that you might be battling parents who are exhausted. And if you have that gift, you're willing to go through, you're willing to say to the parent, I'm on this journey with you and helping you, then you know what? You should be compensated appropriately. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't pay teachers what they're worth. This skinny budget just proves that it's on the chopping block. Okay? That means also lack of parapros, lack of regulations. Now.
Tablet. No. No.
I think his tablet's gonna die. I'm gonna have to put it in the charger.